To be a brand that attracts brands, Shannon Sharpe is doing a rebranding. At least that's being noticed by many. As you can see Shannon Sharpe now with the gray hairs, different clothing, and also going from Unc to Grandpa. Well, it's interesting. He's not the first to do this, and he certainly won't be the best at rebranding, because there's one example that shows us that it's a new day and it's a new way, and you can go out there and do it any way you want to. So let's take a deep dive into that example and Shannon Sharpe's rebranding. Wow. People are saying that Shannon Sharpe is rebranding. I thought this was interesting. I ain't even heard this angle before. Give him some love, academics. Let's hear it.
I mean, I can't just be out here just nailing shit, and then as soon as you get nailed, I'm like, oh, I don't want to nail you no more. That's a little hypocritical.
What?
Oh, my goodness.
Were you promiscuous?
When I was young?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 3 kids.
How many
From
baby
different. 3. Nah, you get no dad. I ain't proud of that. Nah, hell nah. I ain't proud of that. I mean, because if I could do it all over again, I would have 3 from 1.
Yeah, me too. But you know,
No, you wouldn't.
It don't work like
You
that.
probably have 5 from 5.
I mean, Shannon, I'm 3 for 2, man. I'm doing better than you.
You do better than me.
man,
You know.
Is it me or is Shannon doing a rebrand in chat? Shannon's starting to let the gray beard show a lot more now. He's letting, this is by design. Shannon is up 100 million. Niggas like this, you know how Diddy, you didn't think he had gray hair till he went to jail? He could dye the hair black. Shannon is probably realizing he has an opportunity to move into a Steve Harvey lane. But you got to be the old Unc. You can't be, and maybe he's shedding some of that, yo, let me run around this shit and try to get pussy. Because that's what he was looking like. He was looking like the hunk that was showing up and like, you know what I mean? He was looking a little zesty, but still, he was showing up and, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you got to kill that. You got to kill that. And look, even the clothing he's wearing, he's finally looking like a elderly, respectable man. That could be part of the rebrand. So that rebrand of him always talking about, oh, like, you know, because he has some topics where they've talked about like women and sex, and he kind of seems like a horn dog, like he on Shaq timing, like Shaq still DMing chicks, right? But I think that he's down to rebrand, and I think he realizes, yo, okay, I just settled that thing. I gave Shorty $23 million or whatever it was supposedly reported. Yo, I could still go get my big bag, but I got to shed that character. I wouldn't be surprised. You remember he went viral when he was on First Things First or whatever it was with Skip. He had the Hennessy on the table with the black and mild, and he was like the cool Unc that got 3 girlfriends that be just fucking on shit. He nailing shit. He's trying to come off Cliff Huxtable. Yeah, there you go. And the first thing to do it. By the way, I think Diddy gonna have to do this too. You got to let the gray show. When you don't let the gray show, when you in your 50s, it feels like you're competing with the young boys. Mm-hmm. Everything that comes out of your mouth, pause, is now seen in the light of you trying to still feel young. That's not the thing where maybe a brand could feel comfortable like, all right, he ain't going to throw it away twice. Uncle Shay Shay is kind of looking like Grandpa Shay Shay. And it's not like he look washed up, but I think he's trying to look a little bit more demure, dare I say. He's looking like Bill Cosby. There you go. Shannon, I like it for you. I like it. Let me watch a little bit more of this interview.
Blah. Interesting. Ain't that interesting? I didn't catch that. I didn't peep that. But this is the deeper optics. This is the deeper level of how you build up a brand to attract brands. And Shannon Sharpe is a brand. And this rebranding, if it is that, or you just caught him on a day where he has some conservative clothes, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean like this is a full rebrand. Maybe this is a test, a tease. Or maybe because you got Blueface on there, he going to come tatted out and you know he going to come on representing. It's like, let me just give him a little contrast, right? Let me just offset that a little bit. It's a lot of conversations going on about this. Like as you mature, and we in an ever-changing world, always. And the young kids are killing it right now. That next generation behind you is killing it because they're working smarter, not harder, right? So we call it softer or easier, but they're just doing it smarter. It's more efficient because they have more technology. They have more at their disposal, right? When I was growing up, I did not know what was going on in Japan in that real time. I couldn't just hit one button and talk to somebody in Japan in real time. I couldn't even find out these facts and figures about Japan in this real time. Nothing. Now, Chat GPT 5.2, let's go. FaceTime, let's go. I could create business plans. I could create opportunities. I could create decks. I could talk to the people I need to talk to and make it all happen while I'm at this Starbucks. You can call it what you want, but you better call it what it is. So this rebranding for Shannon, because obviously he had the missteps and he had the issues before, and they're behind him. It's not over for him. Like, if you look at every celebrity that you think is big time and then look through their scandal list of allegations or reality, like there's no better example than looking at Snoop, who is everywhere. Got the hottest brand right now in all of the world outside of maybe them K-pop, Huntrix, like the three girls. Like, what's a bigger brand than Snoop right now? Go. Okay. Now, how did Snoop start? Gangbanging in Long Beach in a group with Warren G. Warren G. half brother is Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre taking his time to get to the tape. They get to it. They're like, who it is? He drops deep cover with him. Dre don't even like deep cover. Snoop like, come on, man, let's put this out. It goes out. We like deep cover. Next thing you know, all right, well, I got this album coming out called The Chronic. Let's put him on it. Put him on The Chronic. Whoa. Oh, it says Dr. Dre The Chronic is really Snoop. Whoa. You introduce more people. Who is this? Who's Corrupt? Who's Das? Lady of Rage, RBX. Come on. Snoop album come out. I'm in New York. It's the longest line I've ever seen at a record store. And it's in New York for a West Coast rapper when they still was not playing West Coast like that. They played Snoop. Murder trial, boom, low point. Murder trial. Y'all remember when they said not guilty? The hands, and he went from that. Then he didn't have, Death Row fell apart. He had the Pac and all that resurgence, but then Death Row fell apart. He on Master P, he on No Limit. Still doing good, though. Come on, man. So don't count Shannon Sharpe out. And the rebrand is, for Snoop, what was the rebrand? Y'all know it. Beat it up in the comments. Martha Stewart. That collab cleansed the image. It cleansed the image. There was enough time between that and the murder trial. All you could do about the murder trial, you couldn't feel it no more because he got off, but he was still accused. Now you got to Google it. And Google, if you got to Google something to hate somebody, you probably check yourself and say, maybe I should, because they seem cool to me. And after that Martha Stewart rebrand, this man can't be stopped. You can't go nowhere without him. So for Shannon Sharpe, the rebrand is keep doing what you were doing that made us respect the brand in the first place, which is killer content. Man, it was a little like at your age, like look at this. This ain't got nothing to do with this. Y'all know I always look dusty because I got kids. This is a sign that I ain't got time to be attracting young ladies thinking I'm cute. I'm out that phase. I lived that phase. Boy, did I win. Boy, did I win. I was a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. And even if I lost, it's over. The game is over. I can't play no more. I'm 51 fighting a belly, and I got one, but it's winning. It's winning that fight. And then I'm out there, you go out and you see these 23-year-old dudes, them young muscles, that collagen still in their muscles. What you doing? I don't care if I got more money. What I'm going to do? So if you got more money, what you think your way in? If you see a girl and she looking at a 23-year-old looking like that and then your 51-year-old looking like this, and she speak to you, you better duck. If not, stand tall and hand her your wallet. She looking at security. That dude's sexy. You just security. Chick. She gonna call you, hey, Cash App. Hey, Pappy. Cash appy, pappy. And what comes with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that if that's what you do. Here's the problem. Once you get into that, you know what happens? Sharon Moore, Ronnie Roan, all that. Once you get into these like power dynamics and these transactions that ain't based in nothing, no love, no respect, no real, it will fall off. And it will go off the tracks. And then you either gonna do some Donald Trump hush money, like let me just shut you up, or they're gonna drag you. Because they're gonna have an access point to you and your money. And they're gonna have all these receipts. And you're gonna be like, I couldn't believe she did that. Well, you should have said, I can't believe she came and talked to me. It was a 23-year-old sexy dude next to you too. But you couldn't believe it then, you shouldn't believe it now. Oh man. So rebranding is worth it for Shannon. Absolutely. Like he ain't, I hope. I don't know. Y'all watch Nightcap, beat it up. I hope he ain't down. I hope he ain't like, man, come on, man. You better recognize Shannon Sharpe. You better recognize. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we check in on your blood flow, boy. Are you guys using VINIA? Oh, my God, what are you guys doing? Let's keep it real, family. Energy isn't about sugar or caffeine. Nah, none of that fake stuff. It's about blood flowing. When your circulation's strong, the oxygen, the nutrients, they hit your muscles, your brain and heart, and goes where it needs to go. What does that mean? More focus, more alert, and you are ready with more energy. So come on, go to VINIA.com/Marcellus. Use the discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Who's Marcellus? Me. You know your boy. 10-year NFL All-Pro baller. Had to go after it without VINIA, without this real product. Had to use that fake stuff, sugar and caffeine. Good thing is, it got me up there. Bad thing is, pow. Boy, would you crash sometimes in the middle of the game. So now, in the game of life, I have VINIA. You can too. So make sure you use VINIA in your daily routine. I don't care if you're a dad. I don't care if you're a coach or chauffeur like me. All the above. You need this to be more focused, more alert, and it helps you be on the go. So go to VINIA.com/Marcellus, Marcellus10 for the discount code, and you will get 10% off. That's VINIA.com/Marcellus. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the purpose.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.